Welcome to The Warrior Bride. I'm Autumn Woods, and today's episode is a brief overview of Psalm 91. This is a very powerful psalm invoking the Lord's protection in all circumstances. As one of my good friends says, praying Psalm 91 is like dialing 911 in the spirit. But the reason we have access to this protection is because we love the Lord and have an intimate relationship with Him. You're not just calling on God in case He's there to cover your tracks. You're calling on Him knowing that because you love Him, He promises to rescue you. I'm going to read it over you out of the Rainbow Study Bible because that's the version that my mom and I memorized when I was growing up. She would read this out loud every morning and pray over everyone in her sphere of influence. I'm sure she still does this. My hope is that you'll use this video as a tool to memorize Psalm 91, or at least replay it to have the words spoken over you as a reminder that God protects those who acknowledge His name, and that as the warrior bride of Christ, you have been given authority to trample serpents and scorpions and overcome all the power of the enemy. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you make the Most High your dwelling, even the Lord who is my refuge, no harm will befall you. No disaster will come near your tent, for He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that your foot does not strike against a stone. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because He loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Whether your situations and struggles are natural, supernatural, or both, at every hour, against every attack of the enemy, God will protect those who love Him and call on His name. This doesn't mean that bad things will never happen to you, but it does mean that God works out all things for the good of those who love Him. Everything in your life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, will be used for God's glory and your testimony. His arm is not short to deliver you and repay the enemy for coming against His anointed ones. This wraps up the first season of The Warrior Bride. I'll be back with new episodes in January, so keep an eye out on Instagram for any announcements. In the meantime, you can check out the links on this channel to other videos and more content, like audiobooks and the Lost in the Woods Fairy Tales podcast, where I analyze familiar childhood stories from a Christian perspective. Thanks for going on this journey with me. I'll see you soon.